I flipped a house a year ago in Bonners Ferry,
Hmm.
where I determined that it wasn't worth finishing out a basement, even though half
Oh,
the square footage was a basement.
sure.
But it made more sense in that market to try to keep it as affordable as possible.
Yeah.
Let's not screw with the basement.
Bonners
Let's
Ferry
just
is different
fix,
than Post
yeah,
Falls for sure. So
let's just fix up the upstairs and try to keep it at that magical $300,000 price point,
yeah,
that someone can barely afford.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or maybe, sorry, not barely afford, but like this could be barely deemed affordable
Sure,
and
sure.
move-in ready.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like then somebody can finish out the basement on their own.
You
Yeah.
guys did a good job on it. So
With this particular property, I think the juice is worth the squeeze just because there's going to be more buyers
yeah,
for something like this.
for sure.
So it's worth going a little extra mile to
Hmm.
to really squeeze the fruit because there's more evidence and proof out there
Yeah,
that I can sell it for a certain price.
right.
In Bonners Ferry, there really wasn't that much evidence
Hmm.
that I can sell it for a certain price if I finish the basement
Yeah,
because there were but the evidence was like, hey, if I can just make this FHA move-in ready, affordable,
yeah,
then that was the evidence there.
yeah,
So it depends on the property
for
and the
sure.
location and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
If finishing a basement makes sense.
Did you say so when you were running your CMA what this would sell for to George?
So all we talked about is, so I don't even know, I didn't have to know what the condition was of
Hmm.
this property. All he wants to know is what could this resell for if
Yeah.
it was in good quality retail shape. So retail,
Hmm.
not not sell to an investor,
Right, right, right.
but
Fixed up
what could it?
basically.
Yeah, if it's fixed up, move-in ready,
Hmm.
qualify for loans,
Yeah.
clean. What
Or
could it rent? What could it sell for? And
sure.
that number could vary depending on the level of finishes.
Hmm.
So it was easy enough to say 500 grand
Yeah.
on this one. But it could sway. And I think there was also like a little range, it could go up to 530, it can go down to 480, depending on the quality of the
Right. Depending on what you
renovation.
actually do to the thing for sure.
Was a report that showed evidence, showed other comparable properties that were also um, ranchers with full basements and a
Sure.
3-car garage in Post Falls.
Okay.
And what did those go for in the last 12 months?
Sure.
Assuming, 12 months is a long
It
time,
is.
but in Post Falls, the market hasn't moved much at all in 12
No.
months. There's really hasn't been any appreciation or depreciation in that mid 500s range or that, the
Yeah.
about 500. So I was able to go back more than 3 months.
Cool. That makes sense. Obviously, like you said, we haven't seen any like huge appreciation in the area. Coeur d'Alene, like a little bit, but like Post Falls feels like it's been pretty just stagnant, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
Yeah. And that allows you to get more comps out of what you're looking for your CMAs. But obviously, your real estate professional or you should know your market well enough to be like, okay, things are looking like this for X amount of time.